Hello. Turning up the volume. Let's see if volume is going good.
Second thing, I have added multiple coefficients here. Usually you will find
What's
coefficient
happening?
of
What's happening?
1, -1.
Okay. Let me just set up the chat. And then we are all good. All right. Hi, guys. Good evening. Hi, Praveen. Hi, Arun. Hi, Indrajit. Sat Shri Akal. Hi, Vikas. Hi, Chiran. Long time. Good evening. So, boom. We had some amazing moves in the market in last 2 days, all the way from 5820 to 6,000. Okay, I'm just giving a couple of minutes to uh, more people to join in. And guys, I was like really busy in the office in the last few days, so I did not trade much. But it's good to see that group is independently taking things in own hand and moving forward. All right, let me start with ES. Okay. So last time we discussed that yes, there's a possibility we come and find a base around 5,820. That's where we came. And if you see the low, I'll check the low. This is the cross point, a dodgy, and boom, back test to 34 EMA. Now, if we clear this, we are going for new highs. Tomorrow we have some retail numbers, so that will also have some implication. But all in all, ES did what it was supposed to do, test, find the base right here, and then did a really strong bounce. So again, I'm just waiting for more people to join in. Hi Vikas, hi Yogesh, hi Clarissa. And guys, if you want to share this to your friends and see other people, just share this YouTube link. Because now we are back into the market with some strong intent to make some really good money. So let's bring everyone who wants to participate, wants to talk. I will also share the Zoom link around 10:30, 10:35 when we'll talk about, or if you have any questions, I will take them. All right. So hi, Shankar. All right, guys. So I'm going to start clearing my drawings. And so hi and welcome to my channel, guys. We did Sunday and we planned for uh, test towards 5820, which it did. And let's see what was the low here. The low was 5809. So it, and look at the lows here, 5798, 5807, 5798, 5815, 588, 5799, 5807, 5806, 5798, and 5809. So all in all, this number, just keep in mind, 5809 is your confirmation, or let's say 5800 is your confirmation for a bear market. Till the moment we are above 5800, it's not like we are not super crazy above. It took us just 2 days to reach 6,000 from 5820, but If we lose 5,800, that will be the beginning of a bear market. Until then, buy the fucking dip. This market, yes, the dollar is really crazy at this time. I posted about the evening star on the dollar. So let's also look at Dixie. See, evening star was there. It came to 110 and then to 108.70, which was the Fibonacci area. And this has not lost anything, any substantial levels as such. So when Dixie has not substantial level, it has only back tested the 12 EMA. That's why I'm saying that 5,800 bear market. That is still not out of the game. And if tariff comes into the picture, this will blow all the way to 130, which will be very, very difficult situation for the market. The yields will go higher, and people who track TLT, not the yields, you can still see dodgy. It's still dodgy. It's not like extremely, extremely positive candle. It's a dodgy from 84, which was the low of, I think, last attempt. If I go to the span of 5 years, 82 was around November of this 2024, and it is right now 86. And if you see it carefully, this is a big M pattern, which is right there. So we need to come out of this solid. We need to sustain this 87, 88 area pretty quickly here. If we do not, then it can get really ugly and we can go down almost like 10 points more. So just be careful. Everything looks really, really nice, but with a new policy regime coming in from Monday, there will be some extreme volatility and that will change all this course. If you can have $100 move on ES in one day on the upside, you can also have it on the downside. So just be careful. That's what I'm saying, nothing else. So now if ES has to move forward, it has come to a very good resistance zone. Like similar to this, we had a resistance zone, which is right here. Here it tried, failed, tried, failed, tried, failed, 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 and then finally went down. Come, clear it, went up, came down, back tested, tried, again came down, tried, came down, tested. This is making a third attempt. So net net, this should clear. If tomorrow retail sales are bad, or let's see what exactly all the numbers are coming, and we can make a conversation based on that as well. Let me open investing.com. The market reacts both fundamentally as well as technically. Fundamentally involves economic factors. Yes, they in real world it takes time for them to uh, show their impact, but for the market there are some immediate things which it uh, tracks. So tomorrow morning we have jobless claims. Expectation is 1.8 million roughly. So we just need to see how much it is the impact. But the more important is retail sales, and retail sales is expected to be almost 150% higher from what it was previously because of the Christmas season and the New Year. So sales are supposed to be good. Then the other important was initial jobless claims. If it goes higher, then it means market is the job market is getting weaker. But if it cools off, it will still show that yes, the consumer price index, which came low, is not because the prices have gone down, it's just because people have started to spend less. So the combination of core retail negative and jobless claim low will not be liked by the market. They need to be high so that market see that yes, people have spent money, and in real world the prices have come down. That's why inflation did not go higher. Jobless claims needs to be higher just to show that even if people have lost more jobs, they're still spending and the inflation is coming. If the job loss claims comes as low than 210, it means the job market is still strong and Fed may have to think about the rate cut. So this is not a straightforward thing, just a mix of few things. But important number, retail sales, uh, jobless claims. Just be mindful of that. That's why I was not doing like any trades as such because it's gonna be a little tricky to figure it out that yes, what will be the impact? PPI, we went up, we went down all the way. CPIs, we simply went up. So both were down and the reactions were totally different, right? So just keep an eye how this thing will react. Let's come to the technical aspects of it. For ES to go higher, as I said, this is the level where it is finding some resistance. This is also a 34 EMA. So 34 EMA is telling me that yes, I need to uh, clear this with some strength. Otherwise, I'm acting resistance. If you are a person who can wait for 5960. If it gets there, that's a good heading area for longs. Market is going to spend some time because we have seen a big move. So if there is no volatility tomorrow, most likely the market is going to remain in a tight zone between 12 and 34. 34 EMA is let me just check what is the 34 EMA. 34 EMA is 6,000. So you have two ranges. If 6,000 is cleared after the numbers in the morning, you will aim for this region, which is around 6,035 and 6050. This will be your target. If you clear 6,000, 6,035 and 6,050. If market starts to lose 6,000, avoid longs. Like there's no need to buy puts, avoid longs because it's going to chop. And it will chop between 6,000 to 5,960. Now, your trades should be outside of this range. If market is trying in this between, you need to be very careful and very stock specific. If 6,000 clears, you have this range. If 5960 goes down, you may come back and test this zone, which is around 5920. If we lose 5920, 5910 area, then I think this whole rally will fizzle out. So 5920 is the area which was high of yesterday, 5918. And if we lose that, because there is a doji here, if we lose that and go around that area, it becomes real tricky for this candle to sustain. You can also see the market momentum. The negative momentum has cooled off. The positive momentum has not gained substantially. It is still well below. The number is 18. It needs to at least cross 25 to show the strength in this market. All right. Also, the negative sentiment is still high, and the strength of negative sentiment is 34. So this combination is negative. We want this 18 to convert to 25 and this 34 remain as is. Then we will see that yes, this is a strong combination. So net, be careful. If you find resistance around 6,000, wait. Market is going to give you really good opportunities going into the earnings, but wait and only enter at the right place. One thing which I've realized over the last year is trading one or two trades, maybe in a day or maybe in a couple of days, is much better than trading one positive trade and losing in next two negative trades and then just figuring out what is happening to my account. It's better to wait and enter at your price. It's like I always recommend it. It's hard to do, but that's what I'm trying to do since the new year. And my whole goal is just to wait and aim for a very specified gain. Once I'm out of that gain, I'm just not doing anything else. All right. So just keep an eye. 6,059.60. Any questions on ES? Please post. Uh, Sai Sandhu. I will cover PanW crypto after Monday. Okay, I'll see what I can share on crypto. Nasdaq. Uh, let me clean this and copy annotations. Go to NQ. So NQ did exactly the same thing. But you see why I'm little reluctant. Both ES and NQ, they came, tested the 34 EMA and could not clear it. This is the big bullish engulfing candle, which covers the almost last few days of negativity. It's a big one bullish candle, but it needs a follow up. It needs, and practically what should happen is that the 12 and 34 EMA, it starts to diverge. Right now, 34 EMA is higher than 12. I want 12 to take over 34 EMA, which may happen in span of 2 days because the candles are nearby. So practically, a good support is now 21,300. If you are a person who was interested to buy calls, keep an eye on 21,300. On the higher side, uh, you just need to clear 21,450. So this is your range, 300 to 415. If it goes higher above 415, you buy, and your target will be this resistance line, which is 21,600. You can also wait until 21,300 to buy, which will be a good zone to buy. If it goes down and then tries to reclaim 12 EMA, only then buy it. If it goes below 12 EMA and hold it there for 15 minutes, do not buy. Then wait. It may actually go down further. And if it starts to get weakened, this is the area where it can find space or support, which is around 2,100 and 125. So if you are aggressive shorter, you need to short below 21,300 for 21,125. If you are a buyer, you want 21,300 to hold. So 21,300 is your game. And on the longer term horizon, 20,700 is equal to 5,800 on ES. If we lose 5,800 or if we lose 20,700, this is a confirmation of a bear market. This will be the trigger. This will happen, may happen, not happen, I don't know. But just take out a paper, put this number in front of you, and remember, if you lose 20,700 on NASDAQ, or if you lose 5,800 on ES, things can get really, really ugly. Because yields have not come down, Dixie has not come down. It's just a one-day rally. One-day rally does change the trends. No, we need follow-up and we need some consolidation into the next few days. All right. So that's my view on NQ and ES. So let's do a scan. Again, I will do with my simple open high low scan. Let's see what came out from it from my watch list. So today, Texas TXN open at 195, low was 195, went higher, 66, 66, and 67 and Uber. Uber is really looking good. Uh, LMT 487, 487 high. You can short it. And now you can see that open and high are open and low are same. You go for long. Open and high are same. You go for short. So the only thing is at 9:30, you will have the open prices. This is not going to change anytime at end of the day until the end of the day. This can change and this can change. The only thing which I recommend is at 9:45, just check which all stocks fall in this criteria and follow the lead. Not complicated, very simple, no funky stuff here. Also, my favorite SPX open at 59.05, 59.05. And this is a confirmation of a trend day. I have shared this multiple times. Whenever SPX is open equal to low, do not even think to go short. Do not. This is a big confirmation. And always try to find a dip if it comes and then low. And usually the market goes higher and then comes back and goes higher. So if you missed on the initial run, wait. If we are holding on to 59.05 during the day, it will definitely end up on a trend day and go higher. The probability is really high in such scenarios. Then let's do inside days. If we have any inside day, Lily, Starbucks, eBay, GME, not. B is showing some weakness. I thought it would break out. It did not. Cannabis stocks are Nvidia. Not really. So nothing is out there specifically. All right. So let's go and go through the tickers one by one. So first one is Apple. So Apple went below 234 last time when we talked about it and tried to hit, but it reclaimed. Again, the negative momentum has just started. Like today, why the market was so solid? The ADR. For every negative one stock, there was five stocks which were positive. The PCR, which was zero point 0.8, which was negative to neutral, has cooled off, meaning there were many puts which were closed and calls were open. VR volume ratio, the stocks which were positive, they were getting four times the volume against the stocks which were negative. Tick, it's like ignore it. It's the last 1 minute when the tick was there and 378 stocks were uh, like neutralish. The DMA, the EMA 1234 is negative for Apple. So Apple, what it can do is Apple can go and test this area, which is 241, and with the flow it received recently, if it can clear 241, 242, I think it will run higher. But if it fails at 241, it needs to break this 234 because then it is an open floor for 210. 235 is your number. If it is getting reclaimed, because here you see this was a breakdown for below 234, then it break down further, but it came back. So it was a fake breakdown, and then from fake breakdown, it went higher. Yes, MP, recording will be available on YouTube. You can always go back and check. And guys, please give me a like if you like my content. I do not have to say this, but I want you to like it. If you like it, it will be shared more and more. And if you can share, that will be wonderful. All right, so Apple 235 is your number, and right now it's at 238. Look for 241. It can hit 241. And again, the retail sales will be really important for Apple because Apple is one of the biggest company for these iPhones, and if those sales have any impact, like lower, Apple will have a substantial hit to it. So Apple, be careful. AMD, AMD is, you can see that really, really, it's so much consolidating and in a tight zone that the guarantee on AMD is really hard. Tomorrow we have TSM numbers, so that can actually push. The real, or I would say the solid move, which will be a guaranteed strong move, will be available above 127. It is still negative. Any dip may not be hold. It may cool off. Today it showed one time strength into one direction and sustained it. But all in all, it needs to hold 118. And if you are a buyer, you need to keep 118 in a stop loss and look for 122 and 127.60. This should be your short-term goals. If 118 is held, you're good. 118 is gone, just exit. It will spend more time here. Uh, Amazon. Last time I told you Amazon around 217, 218. Again, you can clearly see it hit that 218 area and then bounced. It is attempting towards 224, which is a 261% Fibonacci for me. The momentum is positive on Amazon, and this is actually a bull flag on Amazon, or if you want to call it a pennant, you can call it like bull flag is like this, pennant is like this. So it's small difference, but you can simply just check. Uh, Amazon is turning bullish, but it is struggling. And again, the sales data will be really important for Amazon. So we need to see. Let me see if we have any good flow for Amazon. Let me see. Let me pull up the black boxy. Amazon. So Amazon, you can clearly see that throughout the day they were call buying, and to the end there was a call buying. This white and blue line shows that yes, there was some good call buying. The puts were not bought or sold either. So nothing. It was purely call buying which was happening in Amazon. So we need to check what will be the impact of this. On the contrary, there were some last minute puts which were added. 217, 212, 217, 212. Not big quantity, but somebody was trying to trade almost 1,000 lots uh, around this. You can see that 217, 212, 217. And these are like not one-offs. They were substantial 217 calls. So let's see what happens. But technically, it's a good stock right now, holding positive. It needs to hold 218, this time 219. If it doesn't, then I think it will be hard. 219 is a good stop loss area for Amazon now. And thank you for liking the video. I appreciate it. Uh, I will still wait. Like yesterday, I had Amazon. I added few Amazon overnight along with Tesla. I sold it at open around 223, and it struggled throughout the day around 23. Like if I break it down to 30 minutes, right, you can clearly see this is 223 area, 223, 24. And in the afternoon, because I'm not taking after hours, it struggled here. The moment it came here, it went down. Then it went higher until to the end of the day and then stayed there. This is where it also struggled in the past. So this is a area where it has find the sellers. So I think if we can clear 224 or if you open above 224 and hold it, we might hit 227, 70. But there was some put flow which I showed you. So on the daily time frame, only thing I want is 219. If I can get Amazon at 219, I will take a chance on the long positions going into the earnings week, but not here. Uh, Amazon AMD ARM looked really good, but ARM is really, really volatile. And ARM, like again, you can see this is uh, the stock where we are squeezing, squeezing, and finally it's bouncing. I want ARM to clear 150. Like 150 has been a real pain point for ARM. And tomorrow we have uh, good semiconductors numbers coming from TSM. We'll look into the chart how it is going to behave. But if ARM holds 142, or if it clears 150, I'll be really happy. ARM will move very quickly on the higher side. So just be watchful of ARM. 142 is good. Very important thing. The negative trend has converted to positive. The TTM squeeze has just fired, and it is coming from a morning star. Dodgy right at there. Again at around 136. Dodgy confirmation, you go higher. Just see this candle. This is like cross. If you're a Christian, you will know what cross is. So cross, whenever you find at the bottom or at the top, chain of trend, nothing else. So ARM is positive. Uh, Adobe, I wanted to, but it's failing really bad. Let's look at BA. BA had an inside day and BA is finally breaking down. Now you can see it is below. Initially, we were thinking on Sunday that yes, it will break out about 174. It made an attempt once but failed, couldn't clear. Now it is failing to hold. Even if like stocks like Caterpillar, LMT, John Deere all moved higher, BA could not. And now it's below the 34 EMA. TTM squeeze has also turned negative. And if you look at the DMA numbers, like there's hardly any positive strength, negative strength, and the combination like power and strength. This is red, is getting higher and it's getting stronger. So it means BA is negative. You may sell it for 162, 157. That's the BA target. I don't think it's going higher, it's going down. So CAT we did last time around 350, that if 350 is held, it will move higher. It moved higher and now reclaimed 374. So CAT did already what it was planning for. And this was the last learning which I shared with you. Whenever you see this green line maxing over the yellow line, I think the bottom is kind of made. So there was a negative momentum like around 350 where it closed on that day and then it never looked back. $20 move higher. So still it's not like in positive territory in terms of momentum. Technically, it needs to still hold 374 where it closed. If it loses that, it can come back to 366. 366 is where I am interested. I do not want to buy shorts here. If I have to buy shorts, I would like to see it around 377, 17 and then buy short. Coin coin was 250 and we thought that it should hold 247, 248, and I think it did. Yeah, this was the 248 area. This is daily, right? Yeah. So here the momentum is still not so negative or positive, it's neutral. It's not like more bearish at this time, or it's not even like more bullish. It's somewhere in middle. Maybe a couple of days of consolidation will help it. Keep in mind 266 as your stop loss if you're in coin and look for 292. If it comes near 266, buy it and that's your entry. Crowd was 341 that time and you were thinking it would break down. It went 343, broke it, couldn't hold, and now above 61. 61 is really, really important. And this is like kind of setting up in a good range. This is good consolidation. You can see it's in a range, rectangular range. This is turning bullish. The green line is taking some positive moves, but we need strength. There's no strength yet. So crowd is getting ready. Any dip towards 358 to 355 is your ad. Crowd is looking really good. If something will break out, crowd will be the first one. Google, uh, Google is somehow turning bearish now. Even if there's a $6 move today, the strength is not there's like you can clearly see the green line is not there. The red line, which is my uh, point of confirmation, the green line is there, the red line is there, and the strength. It needs to cross 25 at least, and this needs to cool off. It's like not so great, and everything is telling me to exit or book goals in Alphabet Google. It has held this line doing the same consolidation. Uh, Either it needs to break out or it will break down to 187 one more time. And this time it will fill the gap. So net, I want 196 to clear for 200, but it has faced resistance. 192 is your stop loss if you are a long, and below 192 you can short. You can clearly short Google. Again, as I said, it's going to be a little hard for the market to cross that 6,000 area. It's first there are numbers, plus it's a good resistance area. And also we had some really big move today. So just be careful, nothing else. IWM went crazy in 2 days from 214 to 15 area, went up, hit 34 EMA. I didn't knew it was 34 EMA, hit it, faced the resistance and gave back. It's like 1.5% move down. Oh, $1.5 don't move down. 222 is your stop loss for IWM. And if retail numbers are good and the jobless claims are fine or in line, IWM can really go on the move. If it loses 222, avoid IWM. Meta, Meta is looking bearish to me. And also there is some negative news. I don't know about that, but there's something. It's like there's no strength in the positive move. Every time it goes up, it's easy to give back. Like one day up, one day down. So it's getting really, really uh, and if it loses 600 this time, that's the last attempt. I think it's gonna go down. The earnings are coming, and earnings will see some serious impact on the moves because all these tickers have moved really, really big in the last 6 to 8 months. So earnings should reflect that, yes, they still have more power. MU, we discussed around 95, that if comes 95 and it holds, it should go higher. It's setting up for a big move. It already did a big move, 103. Tomorrow, if 103 and DSM number supports, MU can be a leader. MU can be a leader in absence of NVIDIA's move. MU is turning bullish. Everything is firing positive. Uh, it's going to squeeze and it's above 61 Fibonacci. Now 97, good area, but it's like $6.50. Sorry, 103 should be hold really, really nicely. Because I will do, and Vikram, I will do your tickers later on. Microsoft again, it's came to that 410-ish area we talked about on Sunday that yes, 410 will be the good area. It came to 418 and now back to. So this is the cycle with Microsoft. It comes around 410 so many times and then it gets bought into. Faces resistance here, 428, 430 and comes down. So if you are a positive player on Microsoft, you want Microsoft to clear 431 and hold. If it does, it will rally. Otherwise, it's going to go back in a no trade zone. Either buy at 410 or buy above 430. Uh, Robinhood today moved really well. I expected this move to happen like a few days back, but again, this is exactly what uh, I said. This is a bullish pennant because the top was getting ticked here and the bottom is getting lower, 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 and lower. And the moment it find the news, it just went higher. It has more potential still. So 54 is the next on hood. Uh, wait a minute. Netflix. Netflix, I think, is getting ready. Uh, the theory which I just showed with you. Anytime the green line is around the red top, I think the bottom is in for Netflix. Buy Netflix for the next week earnings. Simple, simple, simple. There is no ifs and buts. We will buy into the earnings and we'll see what's happened. Netflix will run. Uh, Nvidia. Nvidia is struggling. It's struggling around 138. 138, 142 goes higher and comes back. 131 is where it is finding the support. 130, 131. But it's you can see the strength of the moves. There was so much strength higher, then weaker, and now really look at the move, like power of all this move. It's just getting weaker and weaker. Something is brewing negative on Nvidia. I don't know. I need 142 on Nvidia to close higher to be comfortably strong or buy around 130, 131 with a very tight stop loss of 129. If it comes to 130, buy blind. If it comes to 140, sell it. Outside of this, go blind long and below 129, short it. Nvidia is in that state. So Pan W or crowd. So Pan W went down with crowd. Pan W is bottoming out. Go long on Pan W. Very simple theory. The yellow line is matching the green line. I think the bottom is in and it has potential to go higher from here. So if you want to buy above or buy near, whatever you want, this gap of 170 should sustain. If it does, you will have, there is no short on Pan W. It is going to go higher towards 184, 188. Snow already moved, which we did. Tesla, Tesla kind of ditched me. I carry Tesla, but Tesla is not showing me that kind of strength, which it was showing. It's not negatively momentum or negatively oriented as of now, no. but it needs to show some really, really good strength. It's a zone where it is finding resistance. So I will not go long in Tesla at this time. I really want Tesla to spend some time around 400, consolidate more. If it consolidates more, it will have good moves. Otherwise, it will have move one day, next day it will give up or chop you out. So there was TMDX. I don't know what the hell is this TMDX. If it is a bio stock, I have no idea. I think it's a bio stock, medic something. I have no idea. Technically, it's not in a good state. It can go down further. It's weak. It will spend more time here unless it has some catalyst. Kawa, I think bottom is happening, bottoming out is happening on Kawa. Uh, it can go high, but Kawa has already moved so much. Uh, just be careful if it has tested it's a bearish flag setup. Like the bottom is right here, but it's losing like this. So it can also go down. So just be careful. There is a big gap which needs to be filled on Kawa. So in all possibilities, make sure it holds 115. If it doesn't, it can go down. Okay, let me share a few minutes. I have 10 minutes. I can share the Zoom link. If anybody wants to join in, please let me know and I can invite you. This is a Zoom link. You can join in. CMG. CMG's bottom is in. Like right here. Same thing. Bottom is really, really in for CMG. I've shared MP Sync. I have to show you an example. Let me just stop sharing and give me 1 second. Okay. I was trying to see if I can share the whiteboard. It's not working. So open low high is OHLC. These are the four basic principles of a candle. So whenever you find open price, for example, open price for Amazon is 225 tomorrow. And the low price of Amazon is also 225. You just need to check this at around 9:45. There's no candle, 1 minute candle, 5 minute candle. It is like if you go to Think or Swim, you will see these prices open and low. If open and low are same until 9:45, just go long. If open and high are same around 9:45, go short. There's nothing else you need to do. And I've shared the Zoom link. Nobody's interested to join. See, that's the thing I don't like. I want participation. I want people to interact and work. Not like nobody gives you an opportunity. I'm giving you an opportunity and you don't want to use it. It's okay. I don't have anything else for tonight. That's what I covered. Anybody has any ticker I can cover? I can. Oh, TSM, TSM, TSM. Many people ask me about TSM. So TSM is like it's holding this beautifully around 205, 200, and after hours also it's up. It's consolidating well. Like if you see the pennant is there, the lows are going higher. It should logically it should do higher move, but earnings are earnings. I need to check what are the open trades for this for TSM. So for TSM, if I take out the extended hours, this is the flow for today. So net, the flow is bearish. And calls were like when I see all the three lines in same direction, like white line going higher, blue line going higher, and orange line going higher. That's where I get confirmation that yes, it is a good buy. Or all the three lines going down, then I get a confirmation it's a good sell. But as of now, the white and blue lines are going down. It means they are getting sold. And the orange line is also going down. It means it is getting sold. So little unclear. It may move really big, like AVGO did. So let's see. Okay, SMC, I don't know what to do with SMC. Baba, we can pick. Baba is like squeezing, squeezing, and squeezing. There was something has to happen on China to move it. It needs to clear that like 12 EMA line, which is 83.25. I don't know what to do with 83.25. It needs to reclaim this unless it like in the hours I saw after overnight hours, it went higher up to 83.70 and then give back. That's what we not want. We want it to hold, nothing else. We want Baba to hold. SMCI, I think SMCI can be of some surprise. There's no strength in SMCI at all. There was some strength in this. Like if you want to be a little crazy, you can buy, but it can still remain in a zone, not big. Just be watchful. Uh, they, as I said, SMCI and Nvidia, I really don't know. Something is wrong with both of them. Something is not making them right. Net, net is consolidating, ascending triangle it is making, or a pennant. It needs to clear 116 for a higher move. 116 is 38.2 Fibonacci. It needs to clear that. Otherwise, 112 is your stop loss. AFU, AIFU, what is this? I don't know. No idea, man. This is an ADR. I have no idea about this company. It looks really big. All right, guys. Thank you. I don't have anything else. Hopefully, the somebody joined. Yes, Mr. Mohan Rao. You have anything to talk or any talk? You want to talk?
I have question on Melly and then shop.
Shopify, like Shopify, is doing fine. It is holding this gap beautifully, but the only negativity is the retail sales. If retail sales are not as per the expectations, and it will impact Shopify. So technically, Shopify should find resistance around 105, 106 zone. If it clears that, it will have some legs. Otherwise, there is a very big gap which needs to fill on Shopify. Which other ticker you said?
Melly.
Melly. This, yeah, it bottomed out and it went above. Like there's a dodgy right there and a dodgy one more. So if it holds 1820, I think you are in good shape.
Yeah, it's in Roth for me. So just I added a couple of days back. So I want to
Yeah,
make sure to
just
manage. Yeah.
trailing, just trail your stop loss. I would say it's not a very long-term investment. So if you're making money, just keep trailing it.
Thank you, Nawal.
No problems. All right, guys. Thank you. Have a good night. And this will be posted. I will see if AI is able to generate the notes of it, and I will share the summary. All right. See you tomorrow. Bye bye. Take care. Good night.